Have you ever felt like you're just drowning in user feedback? You get all these comments and complaints, and you have no idea what to fix first. It's chaos. We've all been there. So today, we're going to talk about how to cut through all that noise and find the one thing that truly matters.
You see, user feedback is kind of a double-edged sword. On one hand, it can light up the path forward, but on the other, it can send you down this endless rabbit hole, fixing tiny little symptoms instead of the actual disease. The real trick is learning how to tell the difference.
Okay, so this is the core of it right here. On one side, you have an individual user mistake. It's an isolated incident, right? One person gets stuck. You can probably patch that with a pretty quick one-off fix. But then you look at the other side. You've got a structural problem. This is a recurring issue, something that's tripping up several people. And that requires a much bigger, more fundamental design solution.
And this is where we really need a major mindset shift. You've got to stop playing whack-a-mole with every little complaint that pops up. Instead, think of yourself as a detective. Your real job is to uncover the hidden pattern that connects all these seemingly isolated incidents, because that's where the real insight is. And here's the official name for what we're hunting for: a repeated user pain point. This is our signal. See, when one person can't find the checkout button, that's just an anecdote. But when 5, 6, 7 people can't find it, now you've got a pattern. That's the gold we're digging for. And let's be really clear here. Our repeated pain point is way more than just a bug. It's a giant, flashing neon sign telling you there's a systemic flaw. It's an alarm bell warning you that something is fundamentally broken in your design. Maybe it's the navigation, the content, or the core user experience itself. All right, so you've found the signal, you've identified that repeated pain point. Now what? How do we actually turn this powerful insight into real, tangible progress? Well, it's a pretty straightforward 3-step analysis. First, you just document the issue. What exactly is happening? Second, you connect it to what the user's actually trying to do, so you can understand the real impact. And third, and this is absolutely the most crucial step, you investigate the root cause. Because that's what this is all about. You have to get to the why. Just knowing what is broken, that's not enough. You have to truly understand why it's broken if you ever hope to actually fix it for good. And your why is probably going to fall into one of these 3 buckets. Maybe it's an unclear design, confusing labels, icons that don't make sense. It could also be a misaligned mental model, where your system just doesn't behave the way people naturally expect it to. Or, hey, sometimes it's just a simple technical limitation in the prototype that's getting in the way. And this quote just nails the payoff. Understanding that root cause means you can finally stop applying those superficial Band-Aid fixes and start creating genuinely effective solutions that solve the real problem once and for all. Because the ultimate goal here is to build one single robust design. You want a predictable and consistent experience that works for everyone, not some fragile system that's just held together by a dozen different little patches. And that's really the big takeaway. When you focus on these repeated pain points, you shift from being reactive to being proactive. You stop just putting out fires and you start improving the core experience in ways that benefit all of your users, not just one person who complained. And this isn't just some abstract theory. You can see how it fits perfectly into a real design cycle. Right after usability testing in, say, week 9, you dedicate week 10 to this pain point analysis. Then the insights you uncover directly fuel your design refinements in week 11. It's a clear, repeatable process for making genuine improvements. So I'll leave you with this question to think about. What is the most important signal that your users are sending you right now? Go look for those patterns, find that recurring issue, and you will know exactly where you need to focus your energy.